Hi guys, I've had to stop off and do a quick video. I've just seen the news for the wild cards, the initial wild cards that Wimbledon have given for this year's Wimbledon. And amazingly, I'm absolutely stunned and shocked that Dan Evans is not being included in the first 6 wild cards that have been announced by Wimbledon for the men's draw. There's 2 spaces still left. If Dan Evans does not get one of these final 2 places, it's going to be one of the biggest scandals that I've ever seen. Most unfair decision that the LTA and Wimbledon will ever have made. Dan Evans is an absolute legend for British tennis. He's played Davis Cup ties 28 times. He started playing for Davis Cup for GB as a teenager. He's always been on hand to help his country. He's former world 21 in the world. Outside of Andy Murray, he's been one of the top British male players for the last decade. A lot of the times he's not even had to rely on a wild card for Wimbledon because he's always been in that top 100. This time he relies on it due to injury and illness, and he's fallen outside of the qualifying to qualify outright. He needs a little bit of support from the LTA and Wimbledon, and he should have been that first name on a wild card. The amount of things he has done for British tennis. Sometimes he's changed his schedule to even put British tennis before his own career. He's represented in the Olympics. He was part of the 2015 Davis Cup winning team. He does so much for tennis. He's from a working class background, one of the few under 6 feet. He's really maximized his skills. He's an inspiration to so many. But are the LTA and Wimbledon punishing him because he's been outspoken at some times and he's not a puppet? Now look at the WTA main draw that has been given on the women's side. Harriet Dart, who's ranked outside the top 150. She's approaching 30. She's not retiring. She's been given yet another wild card. You can count how many wild cards she's got from British events. It won't make for pretty leading. And she is one of the LTA's favourites. Her mum is a member of the AAELTC committee. So, you know, what's going on there? Katie Swan is ranked 200 in the world. She's been given another main draw wild card. Why is Dan Evans not being given a main draw? His name should have been the first on the list. Queens, Laura Robson told Tatiana Maria that she wouldn't get a wild card for Queens, even though she was a defending champion, because they said they're going to prioritise British players. It's for British players. Yet we've got Grigor Dimitrov, a main draw for Wimbledon, wild card. Stan Wawrinka, a main draw for Wimbledon, wild card.